For my first period, I am in Biology Honors with Mr. Keefe. Right now, we are learning about DNA, RNA, and what they do for our bodies. We just finished a unit on mitosis and meiosis and the process of cell division and cell reproduction. This is what our classroom looks like and what our lab looks like. Our lab does not have much going on in it right now just because of COVID and we haven't been able to do labs, but this is what it looks like in our classroom. This is our homework board where all of our homework and quizzes go in it. This is basically the lab and all of the scientific materials we would use, like a microwave and sinks and beakers. In biology, sometimes we do worksheets, do Nearpods, and take notes, or we watch some videos on any topic that we are learning. My second period is Geometry Honors with Miss Mandarano in Building 19. Right now, we are working on a review worksheet to review for our test tomorrow. For my third period, I am taking DIT with Mr. Schachter in Building 11. In DIT, we do Word documents, work in PowerPoint, we work on AES and complete lessons and modules there, we work in geometrics, and sometimes even upload files on Canvas to be graded. I personally like DIT because it helps me become a better online learner. In period 4, I am taking English 2 Honors with Miss Weaver in Building 4. In English, we analyze poems, read books, answer questions on them, we do vocabulary words, we do all sorts of stuff with reading and analyzing. My 5th period is my medical class with Miss Zolke, and she is personally one of my favorite teachers, and this is one of my favorite classes that I'm taking. Medical is very interesting because I love learning the anatomy and physiology of the body and all different parts of the body and different medical terms and all sorts of stuff like that. Right now, we are learning the skeletal system and where all different bones are in the body, where they are located, and what their jobs are.
What do we call this bone right here? Clavicle, yes, very good. It is the clavicle, also known as the collarbone. Shoulder blade, what's the medical term? Scapula, yes. Make sure you guys are studying, you know that that's the scapula. Okay, upper bone in the arm, what is this one? Humerus, very nice. With the humerus, it kind of, a little bit going here. kind of flows into these bones down here. There are just 2 bones. These are what we call long bones. These 2 long bones make up our lower arm. If you look though, this bone is kind of taller than the one next to it. That ulnar bone is. That lump there on your wrist, on the pinky side, that is the end of the ulnar bone. On your thumb side, that bone is called what? Radius, yes. It's called the radius or the radial bone. Both are correct. A triangular shaped kneecap, patella, good. You have 2 bones in your lower leg. The larger of the 2 bones is what? Tibia, also known as the shin. Everyone says, oh, I got kicked in the shin, they got hit in the tibia. Fun fact to know, and you guys wrote it down, the tibia is the only bone in the leg that is weight bearing. If you are standing up, you are bearing weight on your tibia. Your fibula, the smaller bone on the right-hand side, or the left-hand side, depending on which one you're looking at, this smaller bone is for balance only. If you look at the base of the vertebral column, you have a little triangular bone. What's this one called? Not quite. Sacrum, yes. The sacrum comes after the lumbar. Then at the very end, you have this little bunch of bones that are fused together, commonly called the tailbone. This is the coccyx, very good. When we turn our little guy around and we talk about his thoracic cage, for the quiz, you can put that.
Right now, my friend Sydney is taking her gloves test. This is where she properly shows Ms. Zulke that she knows how to take off her gloves without contaminating her skin with the chocolate syrup. As a part of our integumentary system unit, we all had to make brochures explaining the do's and don'ts of protecting your skin and what to do if you get a severe sunburn. When I first started medical, I didn't know if I was going to like it because I don't know yet if I want to be in the medical field when I grow up. Being in medical has showed me that it's not just about the career. It's about learning about our bodies, where everything is located, and how much our bodies do for us. It's okay to not know if you don't want to be a doctor or a nurse. Being in medical is such a fun learning experience that I have enjoyed. My 6th period is U.S. Government with Mr. Mullaney. Even though school has been a lot different this year with masks and people being online and online classes, I have strongly enjoyed school and I love the medical program and I would recommend it to anyone. I really hope you take into consideration all of the options you have, and I really hope to see you next year.